Good morning, guys. It is 5:17 in the morning on day 2. We have woken up early because we have a tour at 7:45, but extra magic hours start at 7 a.m. So what we are trying to do is get there early enough for the extra magic hours rope drop before our tour so we can ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'm realizing now that we're riding Seven Dwarfs Mine Train on the coldest morning we have to be here. What fun. I thought I would share my morning ablutions with you as I'm getting myself together. Wow, what fun. So what you can't see right now is I'm wearing white pants before I put my makeup on, which is a little crazy. But hopefully I will get that all together. You get to see me warts and all. Sorry, throwing something out. So I'm pulling out my assorted makeup brushes. I often will leave these out, but I'm not quite sure what my prep space is going to be day to day. So I'm going to take them out and put them in every morning. For those of you who saw the, hey, it's about to be festival morning on Facebook Live, this is, of course, a similar makeup to what I do for Stupina, except I will be doing my full face rather than just the top of the face. Now, I had makeup on yesterday, which is why I've got that a little bit of a black line underneath the eyeballs. Oh, what fun. The raccoon morning. I got most of it all using the Happy Micellar water. So we are, that was a base I just put on so everything stays on a little bit longer. And now we're going to the base. I use Mineral Veil, not Mineral, Bare Minerals as the product line I use. So we're just gonna, oh wait, see, this is what happens when you do this too early in the morning. Because I love you all, I also do cover up. So this starts out the really heinously looking dark spots, which are the 2 zits on my face, and the under eye. Get an initial cover, and then you use the brush to kind of make it a lot more minimal, one of us, sorry. That was extra, so if you end up putting it somewhat in the wrong spot, again, you need to blend it out. But you spread it over to the spaces, and generally you want to try to make it a triangle shape. For whatever reason, it helps make the crappy stuff not show. At least that's what I've been told. It is the 23rd of December, so while there is much Christmas merriment and decorations around, we are not going to be doing our full-on Christmas look Christmas celebration because, well, it's too early. I know he's got some surprises for Christmas Day. I have at least the gift that Cameron gave me from my travel agent. I normally have not done a travel agent. You know me, I'm like the queen of planning details. But because we were going on Disney property, it meant she was going to look at sales and stuff for me rather than me having to worry about it. I'm trying not to inhale it. It is a very light powder. And because I'm trying to put it back in the tiny container, this is why I worry. Yeah, the makeup stuff. So base is on, powder, that powder's on. Looks really, really pink in the container, but as you can see, surprisingly, gives me a good chunk of color. I do try to do the apples of the cheeks a little bit, otherwise I look dead. But yeah, it looks like almost my skin tone, but it comes out with some nice tone to it, which is kind of fabulous. All right. Now we're going to close the Mineral Veil up because powders spill everywhere. We then move on to eyes. Now, unfortunately, I did not bring the base color or the base primer that keeps the eye makeup on longer, so I am SOL for that. I am not worrying about eyebrow stuff this morning because I did it a couple days ago, and if something has grown in, it's going to still be very fine, so it won't look frighteningly disgusting. So now we're moving on to the eyeshadow base, which just gives my eye, do that, a nice, clean, simple color. It's about the same as the actual skin tone base of my skin once I put that regular, the base, the all over color. on. And then let's see. So today's plan is we are going to Magic Kingdom. They open at 8, but they have extra magic hours at 7. And our tour, which we are taking today, which is the Backstage Magic, where we get to go into the utilidors. No, Keys to the Kingdom, but we still get to go into the utilidors. Is going, pardon me, to take us, it's going to take, we have to be there at 7:45 for an 8 o'clock go. And that means that we do get to be in that park in that kind of magic time when things are less crowded. But because of extra magic hours, it won't be as crowded. However, granted, I got 3 different Fast Pass times for Seven Dwarfs. I know we're only going to want to do it once, and what I would love to do is do it during this time, and then we can free up the other times for Haunted Mansion, which I haven't Fast Passed yet, although we will be getting on it at least once, if not multiple times. And truth be told, if this tour does anything like what my other tour did, we'll be getting on it as part of the tour, because we actually got to, I think we actually saw the backstage first of Pepper's Ghost, and then we went on, did the tour, and saw how it was done. Which, I mean, yeah, it was just very cool, because, you know, I do the Backstage World stuff all the time, but it was fabulous. So I just did a base, a shadow color to make the eyes pop a little bit, and a little bit of a highlight right on the center and on the top here. Ooh, how exciting. And then, because they keep coming out faint and lighter brown than they should, I then fill in the eyebrow shape, that phrase. So yeah, so we kind of follow the line up and arch. I know every time I go to like the ladies who do your eyebrows, they want to give me a straight line, and I'm like, who the hell wants a straight line? It's just not pretty. See, arch. And maybe it's because I grew up looking at the 40s and 50s. What?
Coming out slowly with my hands up.
He's coming out slowly with his hands up. Oh, you shouldn't see you, but just in case you did come out, I just wanted a heads up you. Okay. So now we're doing eyeliner, and I might end up putting a little pop of this color into the base as well. And hey, look, Disney gave us this handy dandy mirror. Ooh. Oh. And here we go. Oh, that went under the eye. See, you know. There we go. My feet are already tired from all the standing yesterday. This is not fun, but that's okay. I'm trying to mitigate the weight I'm carrying and the multitude of bags I'm carrying from yesterday. Discovered I didn't use my camera very much. I used this video camera, or I used my cell phone. And we are taking a break midday, so I am going to just do the video camera, which is you guys. And if I want to do FaceTime live stuff, I'll be able to do that with Facebook Live. I will be able to do with, on the cell phone. So that's where we are on that. So now we're going to mascara again. I'm going to turn to this mirror because even with the contacts in, I like to get a little bit of detail and keep the hair out of the way and not wear the mascara on the bottom of my face. Because of some work stuff, I will be doing some more traditional work in this room on Monday. So I am. Oh, we have a Drew coming out. Dun da da! Ah, it's a Drew. It's a shirtless Drew. Ah.
You're filming.
Yes, I am. That's what I said. Do you need the light on in there?
I know where the lights are.
What?
I know where they are.
Good. I'm turning it off.
Might get gross.
Pardon our pause, guys. You might hear sounds from Drew as he's doing stuff like that, which he's put on. I have now finished makeup, so I'm putting on my overshirt, which one sleeve is folded better than the other sleeve. Well, that's sucky. I'm going to roll this in one more time then. For those of you who...
In the scheme of life, isn't that always the case?
Care at all. Yeah. And if you care at all, I'm doing a lot of Chico stuff because I live in the damn stuff. Of course, it's very wrinkly. It's vacation. I don't care. I'll be putting another coat over it for the morning for sure. I'm sorry I'm gone, and now I'm back.
Yeah, And maybe coming back and changing in the afternoon as
Yeah,
the temperature fluctuates by 30, 40 degrees.
Exactly. Welcome to summer sun. But we will be coming back a little after the tour on a couple fast passes, taking a short break, and then coming back out here to go do Flyingfish for dinner, Abracadabar, and other assorted drinks. You'll hear me referencing a number of other vloggers I've been watching over the last year. The Adam Hatton, Tim Trekker, This Orlando Life, Paging Mr. Morrow. Those are the ones I watch the most. There are a couple others that are out there that I watch on occasion that I like. Some of them are Disneyland, though, so they're not as applicable to this park, although they have given me lots and lots of information. On the Disney Trivia on the bus, they're like, so, how tall is this thing? It's a half a foot shorter than the tallest place. Well, how did you know that? Vloggers told me. Most of the stuff that I have been, all my lovely trivia has either been from the Disney Parks app or from the Assorted Vloggers, so thank you to you guys for making me sound a whole lot smarter than I am. Yeah, Drew is now combing out his multiple hairs.
Gay.
On the top of his head. Well, you have multiple hairs. If I said the hair on your head, I could joke and say you only had one, and that would be mean, and because you have more than one.
I have more than one gray one, thank you very much.
Congratulations. And we're just getting ourselves focused. So Backstage Magic, I probably will only be able to do very little tiny spots of that with you guys. You look stunning. Would you like to share the world?
That's
stunning.
Out of
there you
hair.
go. Yeah, okay.
Out of bed hair.
But once we get like any kind of backstage stuff, obviously I can't show you because Disney poo-poo's breaking the true magic for anyone who is not willing to have the magic broken for them, which means you pay for it.
Poo-poo.
Well, yeah, they don't like showing their poo-poo. It's kind of messy. It is now 5:35. We have about 25 minutes tops before we should be heading out. Going and getting, stopping at Sasagula if we need to pick anything up, which is the quick service here. And then we will go try to be early waiting for the bus. The first bus leaves at 6:15, and we still have to get through bag check, and I really want to be in at 7, because that's the only way we're going to get through the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train before we have to get to our tour, which is back at the front of the park at 7:45. And if we're lucky and we time this right, we should be able to do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and still have time to do either Peter Pan or Pooh before we have to head to the front. That is my game plan. If you have seen or not seen, I am anal retentive in my planning. To the point where I'm anal retentive in my planning. I am going to bring up, because I talk about this jokingly to people. Please understand when I show you this, don't freak out. This is not the entirety of my trip, but this is just to show you. I don't know how well you can see it. There we go. So the top is the times, the restaurants, if we're flying in, flying out, and fast passes we tried to make. Then this is the hour-by-hour kind of chart based, color-coordinated based to the park. And down here is just park hours for people to see. And this just kind of is not a, you must be working on these times. This is sort of a, this will be helpful to get you to the next stop. In the game plan to try to get everything you want to do by the time you want to do, this is very helpful to make that happen. But as Drew or anybody else who has actually traveled with me and had a panic attack when they saw the chart earlier on, they realize everything is very fluid. We'll be like, well, we've got this technically, but it's not a fast pass, so do you want to do it? Yeah, that's a little more detailed. He printed it out full size.
It's not colorized. I printed it out across 2 pages, but...
Because, well, see, normally I would not do like a 3-hour block in 3 blocks. And that's what Drew did, and that's, yeah, so it looks scarier than that, and I wouldn't even try printing it out, I just kept it on my phone. But it's nice to know, alright, so are we on schedule, are we going to make our fast passes, stuff like that. And would you say it still allows you for some down and relax time, or no?
Still...
allows you some down or relax time?
Oh yeah, allows you, yes, not allows you.
No, allows you.
Yes, allows us.
Yes, so it gives you enough time to go, okay, well, yeah, no, we finished this by this time. We've still got 25 minutes. We've still got a half an hour. We can do this and still be making that by the time it block ends. So it's really cool. It's laid back. All right, I'm going to shut you down now because I have to finish my morning getting ready, jewelry and other ablutions. And we will see you maybe at the bus or maybe at the park. Ooh.
We would never leave.
Hi guys, so it is about 6:30 in the morning, and behind me is the Magic Kingdom. We are in for extra magic hours. It does not open yet. We were hoping to do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'm not sure Drew's going to actually be up to it. Dinner did not settle with him, I think. So we're going to see how we feel. But we're going to go in and see what we can get done in advance and get ready to enjoy the rest of the day. Woo! I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi guys, so we are standing in the parks. We are at the inside rope drop line by the hub. Sorry, I'm really close to you. Waiting for them to drop that line so that we can go to the ride, because it looks like we're going to attempt to do it. For those of you who wanted to see, it is very pretty in the morning. Over Drew's head. That's Drew's hand. The infamous Drew. There you go. Pretty lights.
They opened up that side over there.
Yep. Sliding in and up. There's the crowd. More of the crowd. Additional crowd. It's all exciting. Crowd and more crowd. And I'm going to turn you off so we can walk safely and get into the ride. See you soon. Hey guys, so we have done Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We will get Drew's impressions of that in a little bit. He's busy at the moment.
Ah, stop it.
Well, you said you were busy. What is your impression of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
I thought that it is a place for germ heaven for the waiting line.
Yeah,
but
true.
It was absolutely magical. It was very fun, and while it went very too quickly, I can understand why.
Yeah.
The line was filled up to probably 45 minutes by the time we got finished with the ride.
Yeah.
And we were done before the park opened.
Yeah, it was about a 20-minute wait, and we were, rope dropping. We just didn't run. We walked very quickly, but we did not run to get into the line. And had a cute little boy in front of me who I chatted with briefly. I think his father was confused, but his mom was fine with us, from some New York City people.
And he was scared and didn't want to ride in the front seat, so he...
Well, his brother didn't want to, was in the car. We were in the second row, and they said, did you guys want to be in the front seat? You don't want to be in the front seat? No, he really doesn't want to. Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll take the hit.
Here, let me do it this way. Maybe this will be better.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's like, oh, okay, we'll suffer for you. Great. Because as some of you know, I'm usually gripping the rails like a scared, terrified person for these. So I did great. I was kind of plowed. I even threw my arms up in the air for the second video section.
Yay.
Michelle, you will be proud of me. Other Michelle, not me, Michelle.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And a stranger we don't know, so let's not put him in the video. Okay. So we're now waiting in outside of Tony's Town Square for the
tour.
No, I know. I'm trying to remember which one it's called. This is the Keys to the Kingdom tour, because they do a number. They do Backstage Magic, Keys to the Kingdom, and there's one or two other ones. I did the Marceline tour last year, which was really cool. This year we're doing this one. We get lunch at and the pin, which I am wearing with my name. Yeah, oh my God, I'm still getting used to having fun. First video. There you go, and Drew's.
There you go. You're getting better.
I'm getting better. And if it's not me, I'm fine. So, I'm still not good. There we go. Maybe? There we go. Yeah, I'm learning. So, so we're going to be going backstage and on stage. We probably aren't going to film much on this because backstage, we're not allowed. No cameras, no nothing. And since I don't want to lose everything else that's on this camera, that ain't happening. But we got what?
Fashion update. Too much stuff worn around the neck. I have lost the lights for now, but they're in my bag and I will put them on later.
Now officially we will both wear the holiday lights on probably the 24th and definitely the 25th, because that's what you do. And we'll match the Toy Story line when we do the Slinky Dog roller coaster, because we got that. But we have fast passes that we made for Seven Dwarfs, so now that he's been on it, we'll decide whether or not we're going to keep them or let him go. Because we have two different sets. Well, because I wasn't sure what day it was going to happen. I didn't know if we were going to get this day, and I would
ride it 2 more times.
Oh, you want to do it twice? We can. we got the fast passes. You've walked the line already.
Right. Let's see what up there.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel, because the one we have this afternoon is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll see what kind of energy we have at that point, because that would have been our break. Sleepy Drew. But we'll see how it goes. And I think we got water. Oh, and they're going to take us to lunch. Originally it said Tomorrowland Terrace on the description, but now they're actually taking us to Pecos Bill, which is another place I haven't eaten at, or if I did, I was so young I don't remember it. And the options were a little iffy in terms of gluten-free. Like they had two that said can be gluten-free with certain stuff. And the one I got didn't say that, but they were like, oh yeah, that should be fine. I'm like, did you write down that it was
corn chips? And here's the ingredient list.
And we read
corn
them,
chips
but I'm more concerned about the topping on the chicken. So we'll see. And the barbacoa and stuff like that, sometimes they put stuff in those, and that was more my concern. So I may be too sleepy after the tour. We will see.
Lou will have to weigh in and let us know what her
we'll give you the follow-up afterwards. If a half an hour afterwards I'm going, then we know what happened. Go ahead.
New jacket?
Yes, I was showing them that earlier. I thought you
very warm. You're feeling very warm.
Yeah.
It's now that we're indoors.
Yeah, because and we will be in and out. I can't do it this way. Yeah.
No.
There we go. In and out. Wow, these poor people watching this thing. So we're excited. We're looking forward to it. Sadly, the line for Tinkerbell is only 5 minutes, and we leave in like 8. But we have a fast pass for her today. So we will still be definitely able to see her and not do the full line, which is good. Did we tell them we met Heather again? All right, so some of the people we met on the tour, there was a family, nice people, really sweet. And we were talking about the fact that we didn't know we were getting
Heather.
Such a big meal. It was Valerie. It was Valerie. And it was very funny. So we were chatting with them and discovered that they were in the opposite corner of the restaurant. We were the only groups of people left in the park.
The only two
restaurant.
tables.
Yeah, where the two corners, just them and us. So we walked over as they were talking to their waitress. We're like, no, don't listen to anything they say. No. And she laughed. They were so tired. They were like as loopy and sleepy as we are.
They had some adult entertainment.
They had some, but she was just like falling asleep at the table. It was hysterical. So that's where we are right now. We are gonna take a little pause, and if we're allowed to film things that we can film, we will. If not, we'll tell you stories afterwards, and that's about it. See you later. Hey guys, so we finished the tour. Drew is taking a well-needed break for a couple minutes. I am standing in line to meet Pluto. It's probably going to be about 20 minutes for me, so I just thought I'd say hi to people while I was checking it out. Right now, all I can see is the actual sunlight light reflection of my face. I can't see what's on the screen, so hope you can actually see me. The tour was amazing. We heard lots of magical facts. I'm saying hello to the nice lady here, nice lady there. And we had a great time, learned tons of stuff, much of which I'm not allowed to say here, but I may share tidbits with those of you who I meet on a personal level. Lunch was fine. We got to ride both the Jungle Cruise, but did not have the skipper speak. We actually had our tour guide teach us little hidden facts about everything. And then we did Haunted Mansion, and we just rode Haunted Mansion, no special other stuff. I lost my sunglasses on Haunted Mansion. I got the paperwork that I needed to do. I got the paperwork I needed to do to get me my sunglasses back, we hope. I do have a second pair of sunglasses packed, thank God. The sun is, as you can see, I am no longer wearing the jacket. It's hot. The sun came out in full force. I'll check the weather in a little bit, but I'm saying we're in the 70s, even though they expected it to only be 65 as the high today. Or the Florida sun is just the Florida sun, and welcome to the Florida sun. So realize you can't see my eyeballs, but I'm trying not to make myself go into pain. We will end up in shade soon-ish, which will be lovely. So other things, the train is not moving not for the next 3 years as they redo some of the work. So we might go up and say hi and look at the train, or not. It depends on how we feel. But having a really good time. My feet hurt. What a surprise! But the lunch was actually, I will say, Pecos Bill. While it's not a wide variety of stuff and not huge amounts of things we can do, the Fixins bar. Holy goodness gracious! I'm stuffed. I'm full, which is great because we're not eating again until dinner time tonight at Flyingfish. I'm very much looking forward to that. The Disney dining plan has been a lot of fun, working out for us so far. We got our resort mugs, which are back at the hotel, and we'll fill those up when we take our break this afternoon. I'm guessing at this point that we may be going, after our official fast passes, we may cancel the Seven Dwarfs one that we had for today, just because he has done it already, and yeah. I think something unusual in the spices or the seasoning from yesterday got to him. It got to me the day before. So I'm just hoping we're all, going to be able to enjoy everything. I need to remember to keep doing stuff like this. Molly, our tour guide, by the way, fabulousness, shout out to her. She actually gets to go celebrate Christmas, which, most of them have to celebrate here, but she managed to have those days off because those are her days off. We're very excited for her. We are moving down now. Ooh, moving down. So I'm trying to think of what other fun things. After this, I'm just on the edge of my fast pass for Tink, and I'll be going to see her next. Maybe with Drew, maybe not with Drew. We'll see. But she's right over there, so it's not a far walk from where I am at the moment. Just having a great time, guys. If you think of any questions you have for me or things you want to know, we got to go into the utilidors. Very exciting. Lots and lots of fun information. It was just really neat to see how they coordinate and organize and relax and all of the stuff we've been doing, having a great time. Just shout outs to all the vloggers I've been following and thanks to their assorted advice that has made this experience so much easier. Truly, of course, I've been doing a lot of research on my own, but their videos were researched, so yeah, fabulousness. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I might do a little quick live stream since, hey, what the hell, you guys might want to say hi. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful whatever. I'll be joining back with you shortly once I'm moving on to the next step. Bye. Oh, perfect timing. Dun, dun, dun. So we're back in Port Orleans and pulling back into the bus so we can go and chill at our room.
Got a riverside room, might as well sit at the riverside.
That is true. Sadly, we can't take our chairs out into the actual walkway, but
They may find some chairs out there.
in the walkway.
Not maybe up on the second
No,
floor,
but in the
out.
bar.
Yeah.
There might be. Yeah. See how breezy it is. Hi guys, so we're leaving the bus stop now. We are wandering back to our room. Lovely view to the front of Port Orleans. I'm going to turn this around. Because I don't necessarily want to film all the random people because they don't have any say.
Perfect.
Somebody has a thumper sticking out of her bag. It looks like it's a little scary. The poor little thumper is like floating almost headless. So Port Orleans is gorgeous with the lights for the holidays or the decorations. We were walking around this morning and just being absolutely thrilled with how pretty it was. I am now going to randomly take some B-roll footage, so I won't be talking anymore, but I want to see what this stuff looks like. So here we are back on the bus and we are heading off to Epcot. We're going to do a little bit of time there because dinner is going to be at the Flyingfish at the Boardwalk, and you can't just go immediately to the next park or from resort to resort. You have to go from resort to park to resort, or resort to Disney Springs. Up your nose, up your nose. So we're going to be I'll snort it in. Okay. So
It's silly time.
It is. So we are going to be on our way shortly. They're sitting here at our bus stop in Port Orleans. He tried a Sazerac at Scat Cat Club, and I think he
appreciated it. Yes.
Wasn't my best. I really prefer more bitters and a better quality whiskey, but it was okay.
Okay. Well, next time we ask the bartender to make adjustments.
Yeah.
Because they are here to please. So we're going to be doing the Pixar movies because it's a very late fast pass. We just threw it in, and he hasn't seen the changed flicks. And
comfy chairs at the movie theater. That's the big draw. You know, we don't need to be standing and walking through a tour or sitting in a plastic chair and doing some kind of a cheesy ride. We need to sit in a movie theater.
That would be comfy. Of course, the first room takes a little bit longer and is not as comfy, but that's okay. And then we're going to do the Visa Meet and Greet, which is right at the exit there. And then we're going to see what the wait time is for Imagination, because if it's there, we might as well just do that whole area and be done. Then we will be walking up to the International Gateway, walking over to Boardwalk, and going to the Abracadabar, and then to Flyingfish.
No, Abracadabar.
Oh, I thought you were doing like the anemone. No, you know what this is? This is the anemones. Ah, da, 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 da. It's from the Nemo show. Those guys with the things.
I know. I've been doing the anemone out my ear.
He's anemone. We're in an anemone phenomenon
of the state.
Yes. This would be better higher up. Let's try that. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I took an
anemone of the state.
An enema of the state? That could be painful. The other really cool thing is I took a nap. Yes, for those of you who don't think.
I took a walk.
You took a walk and a bar visit, and
it ended at a bar.
Yes, it did. You just got. But so basically, and well, you did repacking as well while I napped. But yeah, so again, a lot of chill time, a little bit of down to we lost our light. Low light. I hate when that comes up on your phone, your camera. And during my nap, I listened to the most recent vlog of one of my regular vloggers, so that was lovely. He got to hear it. I have no idea if he even paid attention to it. But he does fun facts and things like that, and I keep thinking, all right, what are the fun facts I know? Because I keep assuming everyone's going to know them, and they probably don't.
This particular show you were listening to was a snark fest.
Oh, they were hysterical. Yes. Well, he's always snarky, and I love. We're talking about Adam Hatton. He's beautifully snarky. The show that got me into his show, which was This Orlando Life, is even more snarky. It's something about the Brits doing vlogging that, oh my God, they're hysterical. So yeah, Epcot is actually pretty close, so we probably are going to be hanging up momentarily, so we can go and enjoy some stuff. Close enough. We'll hear the loud, annoying voice again, the happy, loud, annoying voice. And we have been copiously using hand sanitizer. We're hoping it's going to help. Copious.
So we don't touch things like handrails.
Yeah, which I'm doing right now to balance this. So I will be sanitizing when I get right out of the bus. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything other fun. So what did you think of the Mardi Gras bar?
In just a few minutes, we'll be arriving at Epcot. We're glad you've chosen to stay with us as a Walt Disney World Resort guest. So we'd like to share some insider tips to help make your day in the park more enjoyable.
Yeah, we're gonna.
In order to make the most of your visit, please pick up a guide map and entertainment schedule as you enter the park. To help reduce your wait times, FastPass Plus is available for many of your favorite Walt Disney World experiences. This guest service, included in all theme park admissions, saves your place in line.
All right, nap time.
While you and your party enjoy other park amenities. You won't want to miss the scenes with Nemo and Friends.
Yes, we
where you
will.
really want your favorite undersea pals from the Disney Pixar film Finding Nemo.
I think they do that.
Yeah, hopefully.
A free flying attraction.
I do love Soarin' though. I love me some
From
Soarin'.
Disney's California
I
Adventure.
forgot to look at wait time.
If you'd like to meet your favorite Disney characters,
Yes.
you can always find them at the Epcot character spot.
Yes, we know. We can meet Baymax and Joy and Sadness.
And in the countries of the world,
Which is all aren't bad. I would love to go say hi to Joy and Sadness again.
nighttime fireworks extravaganza.
I haven't seen the movie yet. Sorry.
Oh, that one makes me cry. I think that one you might like. It's very childhood.
We recommend that you
Boy.
watch Illuminations. At least
Oh, Anger's funny. Well, you know, Lewis Black is Anger.
It's all
Well,
waiting for you
it's
today.
from Silver Spring.
Yeah. Well, and you play
Not
them.
over.
stopped talking when we got off.
Oh, and all the people we could meet while we were there.
Right, but that was not really to them. Yeah, you can meet Joy and Sadness, you can meet Baymax, you can meet Ralph and Vanellope, but she was not fond of the Ralph movie, so we're not going to make that a priority. I thought it was cute, I liked it, but
Cute. It wasn't quality. It was.
No, it was cute. I loved Inside Out, though. That I think there's more, again, of a story and a concept behind it that you will appreciate. There's certain moments in there I think you will like. But yeah, so we're going to actually sit and enjoy.
About New Orleans and our resort.
Oh yes, so how was Mardi Gras and how was Scat Cat?
So Mardi Gras was it's a pool bar, and it didn't have the best supplies and things from a bartender perspective, but
basic stuff for the pool bar, you know. Yeah. And our waitress or bartender was very nice.
And they were very solicitous and very, very fun, and getting silly with us and putting up with all of our shenanigans.
We are shenanigans.
And tomfoolery.
Foolery, And then what did you think of Scat Cat?
Like I said,
I'm going
to need to give it another chance because.
Okay. Oh darn, we'll have to go try the alcoholic beignets
at our place of residence while in Disney. Yeah. I can see giving them several chances to redeem themselves.
Oh, that's good. You're so generous.
With or without need to.
Right. Yeah, we're good that way. So we've just gone through the Epcot turnstiles, and
can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I was thinking, I'm not breathing hard or anything. I must be missing something.
We went through the turnstiles.
All I can think of is Billy Joel when you say turnstiles. Because I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm in mine. We are probably in the end of this entertaining ourselves more than anything else. But
welcome to Epcot.
Why, thank you.
Home to the most international holiday celebration.
But not for long.
Listen to him again.
Return service to your resort
We're almost there.
is
We're getting into
available
the
at this
parking lot.
station. Be sure to ask your driver for the exact location.
The exact
Motor coaches
location.
depart approximately every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please collect your belongings. Watch your head and step as you disembark. Take small children by the hand.
But
and out the walkway to the main entrance.
By the handrail. Take the children. Wow, you can see us finally. Then there's a line across my face.
And remember,
okay, now I can really
sanitize it.
however you celebrate.
A lot.
Happy
A whole lot of
holidays.
hands. I've got this big. That's like the camera thing. How do I fix this? And now I've got a pole in my face. There we go.
Yeah.
It's international. I have to have a pole or a check or something in my face.
Say goodnight, Frankie.
Say goodnight, Frankie. Okay, goodnight, Frankie. Hi, guys. So we are at the Abracadabar. We have, since we saw you last, we left the bar, we got in the bus. In Epcot, we went to meet Joy and Sadness. We got to do the Imagination Ride, the Pixar movie, and the Disney Chase Visa meet and greet. And then we walked from the International Gateway. I also stopped in and bought some tea from Twinings.
I'm sorry, did you say Mickey and Goofy?
That was the, well, at the Visa meet and greet, it's one of the Fab Four, and it's usually Pluto and Minnie. Every single time I've gone, it's Pluto and Minnie, and tonight, Mickey and Goofy. So I told them how proud I was to see them, and I was so happy, and it was always the others, and thank you so much. And Drew unfortunately lost the back of one of his pins, but we're gonna replace it. It's not a big deal. Drew's just saying hi in his inimitable style. So we just thought, it's asking me to tag you again, so dumb. But so yeah, we're just kind of enjoying the ambiance before we go through the stage door to eat a flying fish. So just a quick check-in, hi Terry, hi Cassandra, and I hope you guys are having fun. And we will check in with you all later. Because this is probably not the most exciting, but we're just having a good time. Talk to you. Oh, drinks are here. I got a Negroni, and he got the Black Manhattan. Thank you very much. So we're going to show you our drinks. There's my Negroni. There's his Black Manhattan.
Tell Sam Cow I asked if they had any better bitters, or Meredith as well.
Okay, Mayor or Sam, if you watch, Drew did try to ask for better bitters, and they only had an orange bitter and whatever this and Angostura. So here we go. We're going to have a sip. Well, it's kind of neat. It's a bourbon with a simple syrup and I think a little splash of water. And how was your drink, sir?
Wish it had better bitters, but it's pretty good.
It's mildly bitter. It's only butter bitter.
No, not butter bitter, but I wish it had
Betty
better.
butter,
I wish it had better bitters.
Bitters of butter. Maybe butter bitters.
It's
Do they make butter
well,
bitters?
you could make a butter bitter.
I could make a butter bitter if I battered my butter with bitter butter.
Hey,
But-
careful.
But
PG friendly. Yes.
my batter isn't bitter. Okay, we're all confused now.
You got me there.
Yeah, we need food, we need to relax. So we're going to enjoy this drink and then we'll check in at the restaurant. And we may do pictures later or we may not. And we'll see y'all later. Hi guys, so we are in the Flyingfish. I am making some adjustments here. Sorry about that. It's going to fall. I am trying to work with a Gorilla. What do you call those things? Gorilla stick thing. Tripod, and it's very flexible, and I'm still figuring out the balance. There we go. Okay, so I'm working with the Gorilla Pod. So we have ordered dinner. I'm gluten-free for those of you who don't know. So I have gotten gluten-free bread, and they gave me my own butter with black sea salt. It's very yummy. I have ordered the sea bass. Drew has ordered the Hokkaido scallops, which he's had made gluten-free so he and I can share. My lighting is crappy here. My goodness gracious. The age shows. We're doing the deluxe dining plan, so it includes appetizer, entree, dessert, and a beverage which can be alcoholic. And for me, I am doing the Amarone, Satori Amarone. Instead of the Iron Horse champagne, the American champagne. Drew is doing the appetizer of the lobster bisque, which I will not be touching, with his regular bread, which I will not be touching, and the Hokkaido scallops, which we will share, and then we'll talk about dessert at that point, and he's getting a cocktail. Are you doing the maple bacon?
Old-fashioned.
Oh no, he's doing an old-fashioned. I love this restaurant. I've eaten here multiple times. I love the decor. I'm gonna do a little camera swishy aroundy thingy. Give me a second here. La la la. So I love looking at the detail in these because they are little fishies. And it's absolutely beautiful. And it makes me very happy. And then we have a Drew. Let's look at Drew for a moment. Hold on, before he goes and does all his serious stuff. Drew.
Doing serious stuff.
Woo-hoo. And then we go, wrong way, and then it's us. Hi guys, so let me flip this back. Whoop. I apologize, I'm getting a little bouncy here as we figure this out. It's a very short Gorilla tripod, so it's not particularly even, but that will stand. So once we finish dinner, it's about 8 o'clock now. Once we finish dinner, we're going to make a decision if we want to go back to Epcot and get one of the more fancy rides out of the way that we would have to have done on a later day, or we're going to go back to our room, or we're going to go back to the bar and drink more. Me personally, I'm not up for drinking more unless we go back to the hotel. But we're going to just enjoy and see what happens. And our waiter has been very nice and checking things and looking things up for us as he needed to. But we're going to I'm going to just eat bread, which is not exciting.
Props to Talek.
What?
Props to Talek.
To who?
Talek.
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 Talek. He just said Talek.
Okay.
I don't know if you're doing the emphasis on the extra syllable. And the cool part is, I am sitting right next to the wine cabinet, which Markham, as you see the wine there, I love Markham Merlot. I have had that many times before. I am absolutely feeling the cocktail I had before dinner because I think my stomach is kind of emptied out from what we had at lunch during the tour. But we're having a grand old time, so I'm going to put you on pause there, save my battery, and we'll chat in a few minutes and see what you think about dinner. So I have gotten mussels. They're bringing me some more bread. I got a cute little fork. I don't know if you can see the cute little fork. Maybe if I straighten you out a little bit. I don't know. Ooh, there you go. That's better. Cute little fork. I am notorious for emptying all my mussels into the fluid and then eating them, which will work out well because by the time he gets back with the bread for me to sop stuff up, then I can enjoy it. There's some beautiful parsley on it. Ooh, that looks yummy.
Buon appetito, brother.
Mille grazie. He said French, I went Italian. Welcome to my world. For those of you who are just randomly finding this vlog, I perform at a Renaissance festival and I play in Italian, hence me doing the Italian. Drew is enjoying the lobster bisque, which is of course a grand no-no for me. Do we like the lobster bisque?
It is absolutely wonderful.
It is absolutely wonderful, if you could not hear that. I am continuing to de-shell my mussels, which of course you can't see because they're out of frame. That mussel had nothing in it. There's a lovely white wine broth at the bottom I am seeing, which looks tremendous. Yeah, this is going to make me happy. My wine came. It is an Amarone, and oh, it's pretty. Drew tried it and said he wants to see what happens after it opens, to see if the flavor changes at all. But it was so soft and so pretty and such a lovely, lovely, lovely wine. And I am continuing to... Okay. That was just a tiny bit of mussel there. And we are almost done de-shelling all my mussels. It's like you get the work out of the way so you can actually just sit back and enjoy the food. There's lots of fennel in here. I love fennel.
Marinated food.
What?
Marinated.
Marinated food. Marinated, steamed, and smooshed food. For those of you, we're eating at the Boardwalk, which is where Flyingfish is. We walked by Ample Hills Creamery, which is one of the big ice cream places around here. Across the water is where the beach club is, thank you very much. And that is where Beaches and Cream is, which is where you can get the kitchen sink sundae, which is literally a kitchen sink filled with a huge amount of ice cream, an entire can of whipped cream, and every topping they offer. They also do a chocolate-only version of it, which is equally decadent and disgustingly beautiful. And I have emptied everything out.
Yes, lovely.
So this has fennel and tomatoes. I'm going to do a little dip into the bowl now. So now it just looks like soup. You've got mussels and fennel and this lovely broth and some tomatoes. It is incredibly tasty. I am very much enjoying it. I'm waiting for my bread, so I'm eating the tomatoes part now because I know at the end I'm going to want to sop it all up. Did you want to try one?
Fennel.
Yeah, please do.
Fennel.
Fennel is the green stuff. It'll taste a little licoricey. You got a tomato in there. That's fine. Go for it. But the broth is lovely.
So good.
Yeah, see, it's yummy, yummy, yummy. So we're going to continue to enjoy this, and we'll talk to you later. Hi guys, I just want to share this very special moment with you. Drew had an old-fashioned, and he very generously offered me his cherry. So I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to enjoy it.
In the spirit that was given.
For Drew. For Drew. I don't want you to miss his cherry going away. So here I am, eating Drew's cherry. His cherry burns.
It was very
It's quite lovely.
tough and more than marinated.
It's firm. The cherry is very firm. I wouldn't call it tough. It's definitely firm. But it's so sweet going down my throat. Thank you. Thank you for giving me your cherry. Unlike other people, this will not be a completely safe G-rated Disney vlog.
It will be included with the entire video
We might keep the section on the testicles in this one, I'm guessing.
We'll do
there you go. Little things, but that cherry was quite lovely. Thank you, Drew, for your cherry. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna slowly eat the rest of my mussels, his cherry, and dipping in bread with the drippy sauce. Yeah, I don't think anything else needs to be said. So the lighting's a little crappy, but this is my sea bass with potato leek. That's a little bit. Oh, there you go. That's better. The slightly brown sauce. And then Drew's taking pictures of his food. Pardon me, I'm not. Oh, that's interesting. You know, my gorilla pad is magnetic at the bottom. But these are the Hokkaido scallops. And we had both done gluten-free. Sorry, I missed the appetizer courses. I had the mussels, and oh my god, they were so good. And we are now going to set this down. La 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 la. Gotta make my legs. Here, let me move the wine over so it's safe. There we go. And now we're going to watch me eat some sea bass. It is on a leek fondue. And I'm just going to try the sea bass alone first. So sea bass. Bass, sea bass. Oh my god, so crispy. Okay, and now I'm going to go into the leek fondue, which has fennel, I believe. Wow, that is so cool. So this is incredibly yummy. I will make Brew eat some, and then I will eat some of his scallops.
Came out good?
Yes, it's yummy. He hasn't tried it. Did you try it? It's Hi guys, so we have finished dinner. We are paying checks right now. Again, Disney Dining Plan, Deluxe Plan. We did 2 entree. It's a signature restaurant, so it's 2. And tip is already written in there. I just need to be able to scan by bars and stuff. Thank you so much. The food was lovely. The dessert for gluten-free people, there's berries or a strawberry lime sorbet, and I'm not super fond of strawberries, or the panna cotta, which I had before. It seems a lot smaller than the one I got the last time. Last time I remember being very substantial, but this was tasty. Drew got a mascarpone cheesecake, I guess. They said it was like a cheesecake. It's basically a mascarpone cream with some fruit on the side and stuff, and then some meringues. And he said it was okay. It was not impressive or not impressive. The panna cotta, while I am not fond of anything strawberry that's cooked, it was very tasty. For those of you looking at Deluxe Dining Plan, so currently the price is about $116 per day. And we lucked out in that we have 4 physical days we're using up from morning till midnight, but only 3 days that we get charged for overnight. I'm going to pause you for a second. Well, okay, so if you're doing the Deluxe Dining Plan or any of the dining plans, tip is not included in your restaurants. So we did this signature. Now, the way we calculated it out is if you do, it's about $18 for the refillable mug, which we have, which, I mean, we probably haven't used our full use of, and hopefully we will before we're all done. And then 2 snacks a day, which if you pay at least $4 and hopefully $5 or $6, you're left with about $72 for a 2-service credit meal like this one, or $36 for an individual. My meal with everything included was the equivalent of $88. No, I'm sorry, it was the equivalent of $106 with tax included. 125. I take that back. Like $131. Yeah, $106 of what I ordered was part of the dining credit. For Drew, his was about $88, so he was $88.93, but that's still over the $76. Last night when we ate at Tiffin's, I believe we both kind of made that $72 price point. We're going to be doing Hollywood Derby, and we're going to be doing the Wave, which is a single credit. Hollywood Derby is 2 credits, and Le Cellier for lunch, which is a 2 credit. We get 3 credits per day each, which is a total of 9 credits. So we're using mostly signature restaurants for our credits, and then doing the one at the end with the Wave, which is actually tomorrow night for Christmas. Our Christmas dinner is actually the least expensive meal we're doing, or credit-wise. Tomorrow we're actually hitting Epcot, and I'll talk about this more when we get back to our room because I know we want to kind of crash. We're going to go take a mini van because experience, because we haven't done it before. Just for those of you looking it up, if you do Lyft, just standard Lyft from Boardwalk to Port Orleans French Quarter was about $8, and if you do the minivan, it's $25. So it's significantly more expensive to do that. That's okay. It is. We want to try it. We want to see what it's like. I know they play Disney music when you're in there, and the guy's very well informed about stuff with the Disney properties, or guy or girl, who knows. But we're going to go head back to the main boardwalk now that we finish paying, call the minivan, and see how long it takes us to get home. And then I will touch base with you when we get back to the room. All right, see you soon. Hi guys, so I am in my glasses now because we are back in the room. Dinner was lovely. We are tired, so we have come back to chill. I actually have to do real world work tomorrow. Sorry, that bourbon drink really hit me before dinner. There's the Mr. Drew. Hi, Drew. There you go. Okay, enough of him. Now I'm important. But just really incredible day. Tasty, tasty, tasty food. The tour. Are you up for giving a feedback on the tour?
Yeah.
Okay, give your thoughts on the tour.
Um,
You can just sit there. The camera picks you up.
I got it. The tour, it depends on the tour that you have. Mm-hmm. We had a fantastic tour guide.
Molly was her name.
Molly was one of the 26-year-old.
23.
23.
And she was a youngin'.
She had studied Disney since she was a young child and said, one day I'm going to work here. And it was an incredible experience to be able to see the Disney world through her eyes and to be able to share the experience and all of the love and all of the passion. Obviously, she also majored in public speaking, which I was a
Kinda helps.
communications major. I appreciate that as well. I wanted to be in television and found myself in radio, but wound up in public speaking. So I totally appreciate the stuff that she was doing. But her knowledge, her insight, her passion, her continued expressing of, I could spend another 7 days on
Just on the
this
windows.
one photo, was a really inspirational thing. And any questions that you had, she seemed to be able to have the answers for.
She had a favorite Mickey that is over in Adventureland that she showed us. I got a picture of it. I will try, because I'm still learning this, to insert it right here. Okay.
It was the smallest Mickey in the entire...
No, you've seen the smaller Mickey.
Okay.
Animal Kingdom, Iris on an eyeball.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it might have been the smallest in Magic Kingdom, but it is not the smallest, because we saw one that is literally
Fair
a
enough.
dot in an eye of an animal on a
I
mural.
may have missed the context, but she said it was the smallest, and she had pointed to this dime-shaped thing in the ground, and teaser trailer might appear later in Michelle's recap. So we had a great time, and the tour, while exceedingly long, was
5 hours.
not feeling like it was out of its range. As a matter of fact, it felt almost like it was concatenated from what it could have encompassed.
Just as a quick note, there is a longer tour that is called Backstage Magic that is, I think, 7 hours or 8 hours, whereas this one was only 5. Both of them include lunch. Okay, back to the thing here.
And no need to cut back to me. I just wanted to express that to see the things that other people never see, but also to be able to avoid the just chaos of the parks.
Welcome to holidays at Disney. They are chaotic.
Yeah, and we didn't feel chaos at all. We actually felt astonishingly in control and
Comfy.
appreciated and a part of the whole experience, learning the history, learning the fun, the magic, and
I will brag for a minute.
4 lessons.
Oh, yes, the 4 keys.
The 4 keys of...
Safety.
No, that wasn't the first one.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Safety was the first one.
Okay, safety.
She started mentioning another one, but safety was the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I'm not going to get them right. Safety. Efficiency was the last one.
No. Yeah.
Efficiency was the last one. What other ones do you remember?
Courtesy.
Courtesy? I don't remember that one. It's safety. There's something about the magic, and I'm trying to remember how. Was it functionality? No, it wasn't functionality. Efficiency is like the functionality one. It was basically...
I will Google it.
She will Google it, and hopefully someone will tell us. But the whole concept was that her goal was if she could tell you something you didn't know before, and if she could inspire the magic in you, then she had done her job.
Oh, absolutely. And there was
Molly
tons of things that we...
Molly was good. We like Molly a lot.
Tons of things we learned across this trip that were completely new, and some of it was actually not just stupid trivia stuff.
Some of it I already knew. Thank you to the vloggers, thank you to the websites I read, and thank you to the Disney Park app, Play in Park, which we have still not really dealt with. Yeah, okay, back to him. Okay. Thank you.
Me, what do I have to say?
Well, you were still talking. I don't want to cut you off mid-sentence.
No, I know, but I mean, she gave us so much of insight, and some of those loose ends being tied together, and some of the history of being able to know what was going on with the family members, what was going on with the country, what was going on with the finances, what was going on with the buying up of all of the crazy property in Florida when there was only
some of this beforehand.
when there was only a California park beforehand, and you know what was going on with the legacy of the characters, like what was the rabbit?
Oswald.
Oswald, yeah.
For some really amazing history, I recommend looking at Rob Plays. Again, if I am savvy enough to figure this out, since again this is my first vlog, I'll try to put stuff in the credits. But Rob Plays Defunct Land Disney and Offhand Disney. They are amazing for history lesson stuff. So back to Drew.
and then of course Maggie took us on her Maggie.
Wake up, Maggie. I think I've got something to say to you.
Molly was amazing as a tour guide.
Okay, we're going to put this on pause for a minute because Drew and I have to talk planning for tomorrow. Hey guys, so Drew has actually gone to sleep, so I'm going to keep things quick and kind of keep it quiet. But we just adjusted some dinner reservations for tomorrow night so that we could kind of... We're not going to do as heavy drinking around the world. I mean, I've done it multiple times, so has he, so it's not like it's something we have to do. So we are going to kind of chill and relax and still do all the countries. But we're looking at, like, getting to... we're going to start Mexico side and do up to about Norway by probably 3:30 and do the Frozen ride. And then we've got another, like, till 7 o'clock, another 4 hours or so to kind of work our way around the rest of the countries. We'll also be back the next morning to do rides and then maybe hit some of that up again. But we're just, trying to keep it laid back and relaxed and making this vacation as well as other stuff. And we may leave a little earlier and try to hit up a ride. We might. Who knows? You never know. But it is... What time is it now? It is... Somebody just texted me. 19,717 steps. That means when I hang up... Oh, God, my neck is doing something funky. When I hang up with you guys, I will stand up and walk around for another 200 or 300 steps because I think it's kind of cool that I've done 20,000 steps a day. But, yeah, so we're... I'll be doing some work in the morning, which means I'll be just kind of sitting in here. But luckily we have a river view, so I can enjoy that, which I'm very excited about. And we're going to get beignets. I was sad to learn the 3 beignets is all we can do for the Disney dining credit instead of the 6 beignets because that should work, but they won't let it. And I may check the pricing. We may buy the damn beignets and save the Disney credits for something more expensive. The Wave, which is where we're having dinner for Christmas Eve, is actually only a single dining credit, which means we will more than make it. That's one of the better bang for your buck kind of restaurants, and I highly recommend the food there. I've enjoyed it the time I was there, and just drinking at the bar has been fun too, so I've always enjoyed that. But that's about it. I'm probably going to do a quick Facebook Live just to say, God, I hate my... Okay, here we go. I will probably do just a quick Facebook Live since we've been checking in with everybody throughout the trip, just to say hi and make sure that I'm kind of double dutying everything. Well, ooh, I said duty. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will we'll check within. That is not appropriate. We will check in with you tomorrow. See you then. Bye. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?